He is Roch Kubatko. Good afternoon to you, my friend.
Brilliantly boring. Speaking of which, here's Roch Kubatko. It gets me every time.
Hey, man, you know, I think you kind of think highly of yourself.
There's nothing brilliant about it. Just the boring part.
Hey, Roch, you know, right now you got one of the best closers in the game just a couple of years ago. Looked like he was working his way back in Felix. He's out right now. What's the closer situation for the Baltimore Orioles?
Rob, I know how much you need closure. I can't help you either. You know, whatever that means. Tony Mansolino, I tell you, he's transparent about it. He was asked the other night, is Keegan Aiken your closer? And he said, we don't have one. Now, Aiken's made 4 appearances this month, and it's all been in the 9th inning. He has a couple saves, so I guess technically that would make him the closer. But keep in mind, Rico Garcia was warming Friday in case Brent Rooker came up for the right-on-right matchup. You know how many career saves Rico Garcia has? 0.
Oh.
Corbin Martin got 1 recently, and that raised his career total to 1. Yennier Cano would seem to be a logical guy because he'd backed up in the past, but of course that 4.89 career ERA in the 9th inning doesn't really seem like he's in that mix. I mean, I'm not saying he won't do it, but it seems like he's been more used kind of in setup. So it's kind of an unusual situation. I'm having Ryan Kohlmeyer flashbacks where you don't really have that experienced guy. I'm glad you remember that name. You know, because with Felix out, they traded the 4 veterans who really were the backup. So it's a lot of guys who don't do this, and it's just going to be a mix and match. Who's available, left on left, if the righty's coming up. I think Keegan's the primary guy. That certainly isn't a role he's done before, and he's been very open and honest. Hey, I'm getting used to a new role. I'm getting used to having to be the leader in the bullpen because that wasn't my thing before. He was a kind of a fly-under-the-radar guy.
Yeah.
And now I think if you had to name one guy, if you had to, it's Keegan Aiken.
Ryan Kohlmeyer, man.
Yes. Come see the kids.
I had a chance to see the newly haired, shaved, trimmed Zach Eflin today. As far as health, what's the latest on him?
Yeah, we're still waiting. You know, he's on the IL with the lower back injury. He got an epidural, and you have to kind of let it do its thing. It's the second time he's gone on with the back and the 3rd overall this season. So you got to let that work its magic. And, you know, it really obviously hurt the trade value. He was a trade chip, but once this happened, it was like, hey, it's not the arm. Yeah, but if you're not available for a month or more, you're not going to help a contender. So I think they'd be thrilled if they could get him back in September. And then you and I had chatted about this earlier today, proving that we talk off camera as well. And that, you know, you have a decision to make with him because he's a pending free agent. And you could make him that qualifying offer, which was $21.05 million this year. It's going to go up most likely. And if he accepts it, then, you know, you've got a guy for another year, proven veteran starter near the top of the rotation. That probably a #1 starter is going to be high up on that shopping list, but you would have him, Kyle Bradish coming back, Trevor Rogers. You could do a lot worse than that, and if he declines it and signs, you get that draft pick, the compensation pick. So, you know, it would make a lot of sense. I don't think there was anybody else pending free agent you would have offered that qualifying offer to, and of course they've traded some guys. But Zach Eflin, you'd have to certainly think about that. And again, if he accepts it, you take him for another year. It's just the injury concerns here. But for now, there's really nothing he can do to help this club, and they would gladly take the innings right now.
#1, maybe he does take it because of the injuries concern.
Right.
#2, your memory's flawed. That conversation was yesterday.
I could have sworn that was today.
Now,
are you sure?
I'm positive.
What did we talk about today? Because we chatted again.
I don't remember. Yesterday. Listen, now, after the trade deadline, the MVO possibilities kind of diminished a little bit because a guy that I would have considered possibly is now playing the outfield in San Diego. Between Rogers and Gunnar, I think they have to be the leaders in the clubhouse right now.
They do. I mean, the rule is you have to still be on the club, so Ryan O'Hearn and Ramon Laureano being gone. I would think at this point, you know, you got to look at Gunnar, and this would be 3rd time in a row, and I know he's getting a little tired of having to come out to the field and take that award from me, but we still would make it work. And, you know, people are like, hey, the numbers are down, and they are, but last 16 games, he's hitting .345, .429 on base, .564 slugging, 3 doubles, 3 home runs, 15 RBIs. He leads the team in hits and stolen bases. And the last primary shortstop to do that for the Orioles in a single season, Luis Aparicio, 63 and 66. And then Trevor Rogers, of course, the 1.44 ERA. That's the lowest for an Orioles starter through 10 starts since Hoyt Wilhelm. I mean, we're going back a ways at 59. So, you know, and again, we have over a month to go. But if Trevor Rogers keeps pitching the way he is, it'd be pretty hard not to pick him. But also Gunnar, if he keeps hitting like this, I feel like those are your top 2 guys in whatever order. The trick here, Robinson, is you know it's a 3-man ballot. So who's that third guy? Right now, would you say, well, Jordan Westberg, because he's been hitting. And
Jackson Holiday.
Yeah, Jackson Holiday, even though there are people, the average is going down, whatever. Jackson Holiday certainly in a top 3 with who's on that roster now. Otherwise, your guess is as good as mine, and it is a 3-man ballot. So we'll see how the rest of it plays out. But Rogers and Gunnar, I think, are 1-2 in some order.
This is what I don't understand, the argument against Gunnar that people use by the numbers being down. He's not fighting people off the team
Right.
for the MVO. His numbers are down, but in comparison to everyone else, they're still better than everybody else is on the team.
I don't even think he has an error since, June? I don't know. Like, he's playing a really, really good shortstop as well.
He made a play 2 nights ago on a ball that wasn't an out, but just the diving forward, the whirl, the straight throw to first base before he even sets his feet because he's on his back. That play alone, to me, was a highlight play that didn't even record it out.
Yeah, and I mean, he's charging the ball well. He's going left to right. I mean, he's overall just looking like Gunnar Henderson again, which is what they were waiting for. So, no, he's not going to be AL MVP in that discussion, but Orioles, MVO, I think you've got to talk about him quite a bit.
You definitely do. Maybe you're the third person on the ballot, right?
I would take that.
All right, thank you very much, man. And I'll talk to you later.
Maybe.